So this here is what I was rolling with for my first year in business. This is a 2620 poulanpro, straight out of Walmart. Nah, I got this from a buddy though, who's already in the business. Of course, he has upgraded commercial grade equipment, and he didn't have a use for this equipment anymore. It was in fair condition when he gave it to me, and of course I put it out of his misery through my first year in business. Yes, it was older and used, but it got the job done for me. But it's a 2620, a decent hedge trimmer. I actually spray painted it. I didn't like the yellow and black, so I spray painted it gray, just because gray's my color kinda. I like red and I like gray, and of course black. But yep. Anywho, this got me through my first year, and it tapped out like beginning of this year. Like, you see the knob, it's done, guys. It's over for. It was starting to the gas lines start to fall out and things like that. Like, as of right now, I can crank this thing up. It's gonna turn on, but it just doesn't work. And when I try to get the blades to speed up, basically I couldn't adjust the idle on it. Like, I have to put it right here on choke to get it to turn on, and kind of keep it right here just to use it. But pushing the throttle was kind of pointless because it works sometimes but not all the time. The handle is broken, so I wasn't able to stabilize my cuts. I had to kind of hold the I guess the unit, you could say. But this wasn't always broke. I broke it as I had it. My wife says I'm pretty rough on equipment, but I don't think so. I think this equipment just was, it was older, and hey, it served its purpose. But I'm gonna be getting rid of this. It's pretty much just junk. It's not working anymore, non-operational. Probably somebody else will be able to fix it, but I have no time to invest in it. But without that being said, this is a residential model hedge trimmer, gas, two-stroke. It worked pretty decent for me. It got me over my hump. I have a lot of customers that, of course, like their hedges trimmed at least once a month to keep everything looking good. But without with all that being said, I had to lay it down, and I finally was able to save up the money like I wanted to buy something brand new. I was looking for stuff used, but the only thing with that is I feel like the price that people were requesting for stuff in like pawn shops, pretty much in mint condition, good condition, that's almost the price you'll pay for something new. So I was like, well, if I'm gonna buy something from here for a slightly lower price, why not just buy one new? At least I would know I won't have any issues off top. So that's what I did. So let's go and see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Alright guys, so you got it. This is what I picked up, guys. The stihl HS56. And just from looks, it's a beauty. So that's what I upgraded to. I upgraded to the HS56. It's a commercial hedge trimmer. Um, Big step up from this guy here. Just looking in comparison. Much newer unit. But I haven't gave it a spin yet. But it feels good to have something new for a change. Besides getting something used from a pawn shop or something. Take the blade off here. This thing's new. Look at that puppy. Look at it. Just look at it. Yeah, so this is the entry-level commercial hedge trimmers for professionals, according to Stihl. So I looked at a few different models. not to break the bank or nothing like that. I just didn't want to look for the highest one, which was that HS87T or 87R. That's pretty much the biggest hedge trimmer that I noticed that Stihl has. It's a single side blade. I was interested at first, but I was leaning more towards a Echo at first as well, because I like the leaf catcher shield that it has. Don't see many people with it, but I think it's a nice design. I think it'll work efficiently. But for continuity's sake, and for the sake of actually having the better dealer support, there's many dealers around here. Bad Boy, Exmark, John Deere, so many dealers close by in the area, except of course Arians and Gravely, which is the zero turn I have, but they all carry Stihl. There's 2 dealers in my area that carry Echo, and that's the reason I lean more towards Stihl, because I feel like it'll be easier for me to get maintenance. It's almost anyone has Stihl equipment. They have repair shops that work on Stihl equipment, so I feel like that's a more of a safe bet. And if I need to get anything replaced, it'll be seamlessly, instead of having to wait on parts to come in. That can be time consuming and downtime. So this Stihl HS56, I looked at, I went on stihl.com, stihlusa I believe.com, and I went to professional hedge trimmers, and under professional hedge trimmers, the HS56 is the first level of pretty much professional grade, commercial grade equipment. So that's where I started at. This equipment was listed as, I believe, $399. I went and bought it from a local dealer here, and I paid, it was $389. They had a little bit of a markdown sale. It was $389, but after taxes it came up to like $410. So I don't know about you guys, but $410 for a hedge trimmer, that's a pretty penny. It's a lot of guys that I noticed they run the HS45. That's considered a residential model. It's light and it's nice. My buddy has one, but in reality it's considered a residential homeowner equipment. But it works fine. I see a ton of guys using it. I'm trying to get my business on a place where I can use this equipment more extensively, long periods of time if need be, without having any type of hiccups. Typically, I think the big separation between residential and professional grade equipment is residential equipment, of course, it's not built for every day hitting commercial properties, every day hitting residential properties all day. So it's built different. It's built for someone who's using it maybe twice a week, once a week at their home. So me making the changeover is for longevity. I want something that's going to last longer and that I don't have to keep spending money on. So this is my first pretty much professional grade equipment that I've purchased. Well, actually the second. I purchased something else that I'll be revealing as well. But as the things continue to grow within this season, as the funds become available, I reinvest back into the business so I can run more efficiently. That right there, you probably saying, well, Rob, if this was broke, how in the heck were you doing your hedge trimming jobs? I was doing for my hedge trimming jobs. I'm a fan of getting what I need to run efficiently, so I went to Sunbelt Rentals and I rent their articulating hedge trimmers. I rent it and it costs about 60 to 70 bucks per day. But I'm like, man, that's crazy, you're losing money. But what I did is I usually line up a few properties to where I can knock out probably 3-4 hedge trimming jobs. It paid for itself with the first job, or else I wouldn't rent it. But just renting it consistently, which I did within the last 2 months, I probably rented hedge trimmers at least 5 to 6 times, different occasions, and 5 to 6 times 60 bucks. It adds up really fast, and I could have already purchased my hedge trimmers, but it's one of those things where you got to stay down till you come up. Of course, I didn't rent like weed eaters and stuff like that. I actually still had my residential models that I was working along with, my Echoes, but you got to stay down until you come up to actually purchase the things that you need for your business. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna continue to upgrade the equipment throughout the season. The last thing I'll be upgrading is the zero turn, because that is new, fairly new. It had 80 hours when I bought it, and as of right now, between mid last season and this season, see how many hours I've clocked on it. What's that? 277.8. Yeah, so 277.8 hours. It's showing that I clocked on it. So yeah, I've been running a little bit. This season, I think I'm gonna sell the zero turn at the end of this season if I can get up to about, I don't know, 400 to 500 hours on it. It's cool. Then I can upgrade and get something I actually want that I feel will last longer. Um, Definitely commercial. So when it comes to zero turns, I feel like it's the build of it. This, I have the exact same motor. This is a Kawasaki 691. That's the exact same motor that my buddy has, and he has a commercial grade exmark. Um, what is it? I think he has a Pioneer, and I believe that was the name brand of it before they moved over to Radius. But it's a commercial grade, and riding his zero turn, just the feel of it feels more durable. Like the deck, just standing on the deck, this piece here, the deck is much more durable. The arms just seem like they're more stiff. Pretty durable equipment. He hasn't had any crazy issues with it, but I noticed I have. I recently just had a hiccup with my belt, but besides that, I haven't had any major issues as well. Nothing that put me in the shop, knock on wood. I'm gonna try to maintain this equipment the best way I can until I sell it at the end of the season. So yeah, so that's my upgrade right there for my hedge trimmer. The next thing I'll be upgrading, that I'm looking to upgrade and get, yes, that's a handheld one. I'm looking for a articulating hedge trimmer, because I do have some hedges that are pretty tall, and I can't imagine having to use a ladder or reaching over to use the ones that I just purchased. But as far as from day-to-day maintenance, the majority of the shrubs that I cover are pretty much waist level, and it'll be able to take that hedge trimmer would be perfect, ideal for it. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Um, Hope you guys are knocking everything out this season and making upgrades, reinvesting into your business, because I feel like if you have the right equipment to do the job, it'll make your day so much smoother, so much less stressful. So that's kind of, I got tired of getting to properties trying to crank up the hedge trimmer, and can barely get it to turn on. It take me about at least 5-10 minutes to get it idle to run correctly. So things like that, I don't have to worry about that now. I just paid for convenience. I paid for convenience. That's what they say you pay for when you buy something new. You're paying for it so you can pull it out, crank it up, and go. You don't have to wait on nothing. It's pretty much, hey, this is what you're paying for. So it was probably the best $410 I've spent uh, this season. But I also have another little thing that I'll be reeling that I upgrade as well. So just stay tuned to my other videos. Later.